Hey guys, it's Parker. Wanted to make a video telling you guys a little bit about myself. I want this channel to be more of a family and a community and less of, well, I really love the professional looking videos and I really want to up the quality of our videos. I don't want it to just be me and Eddie as unapproachable figures telling you the specs on cars and having it be pretty and cinematic. I want you guys to really know who we are, what we represent, and that really we are just like everyone watching. I'm a college student, I love cars, and so I want to tell you a bit about my life and how cars have played a role in that. So when I was 3 years old, I was really into Tinker Toys and blue tape. There's a picture of me when I was 3. I built this little top fuel dragster out of a bunch of blue tape, really lightweight construction because, well, it was Tinker Toys. And then fast forward to middle school, I've always been really into math and science. I was really curious and really wanted to learn more in the math and science fields, but I really didn't care as much about English and reading. The difficulty was, in my public school that I was at, they wouldn't let me skip years and go ahead in math and science because my reading in English was only average. So after reading a bunch of books, actually, I read this series called Childhood of Famous Americans, and I noticed a lot of them had been homeschooled when they were younger. So I asked my mom about it, and she was all for it, and I'm incredibly thankful for that. So for 3 years, from 3rd grade through 5th grade, I was actually homeschooled. And during that period of time, I didn't have to go to school for nearly as many hours because it was more efficient to do it in a one-on-one setting. So I could go to school for 3 hours instead of 6, learn all the material, and also focus on things that I liked more, which at the time happened to be guitar. I played guitar for 4 to 6 hours every single day. And then when I turned 11, I had this crazy idea. What if I went to a local community college? So I talked to them, they said I was too young, but ended up petitioning, and I was able to take 2 community college classes. One of which was engine rebuilding. So I rebuilt over a semester a 1980s Buick V8 engine. That was very cool, great hands-on experience. And another was machine metal. So learned how to use a mill and a lathe and built some stuff there. Went back into normal school, really started getting into cars, was reading all the magazines. In high school, started watching Top Gear, met one of my best friends, Spencer Beckman, who we later started Vehicle Virgins in 2011 together. And just, it was all about the cars all the time. And because of that, people started to notice. When people got their license, turned 16, they said, hey Parker, hey Spencer, I've saved up $3,000, I've saved up $5,000, or on the upper end, hey, my parents are giving me $20,000 for a car, whatever. What car should I get? Obviously there was a lot of people who, you know, they get the car handed down from their family or they don't get one at all. But for the people who were getting cars, we wanted to provide a service to them. So Vehicle Virgins was started with helping students, high school, college-age kids, find their first car, hence the name Virgins. And we started off giving one-on-one advice to people, and a lot of people were curious with what we had to say after, you know, word of mouth, hey, he really helped me out with figuring out what car I want. We realized that doing one-on-one, it would be kind of difficult, especially because we later found out that there was a competing business that's basically all they did was specialize in finding someone the car that they want. We later built a website, it was vehicle-virgins.com, which at the time, right now, does not exist. And we started posting what we thought were the best cars in certain price categories. $0 to $5,000 in the SUV range, $0 to $5,000 as a sedan or a coupe or a convertible, $20,000 and under. And we started accumulating written reviews that we would do. And in the beginning, we would seriously go to used car dealers and go test drive with the dealer there for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and drive these really cheap cars. And then later we'd come back on our computers, do a little write-up of our experience with them, post some of the pictures that we took while we were there. and posted written reviews on our website. What we figured out was it is a lot harder to get somebody to come to a standalone website, the Vehicle Virgins website, than it is to get people who are already on another website to kind of move around. So YouTube, there's a huge community of people on YouTube, obviously. So it seemed like it was the next step to move on to videos. And a big inspiration was actually SobKyle04, seeing his videos get millions and millions of views. And I said, you know, I think I can do something similar, not exactly the same thing, nor did I think it would even be remotely possible to get as many views or subscribers as he does. And we don't have that yet. It's incredible what he's done. And so I moved on to YouTube, and the first video I ever filmed was in my BMW M5 with an iPhone 5 jammed in the headrest at me. Filmed it all in one take. I messed up. I didn't even have some of my facts straight. And it's just been an evolution from there, upgrading to GoPros and, you know, big turning points like switching from pretending to be interested in a car to being honest with the dealer, saying, hey, here's what I'm doing. I'm filming these reviews. I can provide you with free advertising, essentially, exposure for your dealership. So the first big hit was a used car dealership where they let us take out some of their cars, and then we would say you could get this car at such and such dealer. I did not have any dealership connections, nor did I buy all the cars in their reviews. I think that's a funny comment, that how can you afford every single car you've reviewed? We get them on a loan, so, and we don't pay for them. And then moved on, you know, the first big normal dealer, we got a Toyota dealership, and the general manager was really fired up. He wanted a younger buyer, and he said, hey, we just got this Scion FRS, you gotta go drive it. And I drove that, and we were doing the whole videos in 20 minutes. And now, fast forward to now, and next week we're getting a car for a week, and we spend more time with the vehicles, and it takes 5+ hours to film, and then many hours to edit that. And that's just what I've been doing since 2011. I started the YouTube channel, I believe, in summer of 2013. Could be wrong on that. But let's talk more about other parts of my life. So I'm a college student right now. Right now I'm in my apartment at University of Michigan. I'm a senior, I'm studying mechanical engineering, and I've done engineering as well as Vehicle Virgins at the same time since I've been in school. Engineering is a fantastic field. I'm a mechanical engineer, and I won't lie, it is extremely difficult most of the time. But it's an awesome field to be in if you want to go into the automotive industry. When I graduated high school, I didn't really know what I wanted to major in. I knew I liked math and science, I knew I liked cars, that was about it. So engineering seemed like the thing to do. Mechanical engineering was one of the most broad fields, so that's what I thought. And I really don't regret that at all. It is difficult, you have to put in the time, but you obviously can do it. I mean, I'm trying now to make a video almost every single day, and I'm trying to manage engineering and getting good grades, as well as do a YouTube channel. And it absolutely is possible. I've got a cumulative 3.7 GPA, and it takes a lot of time, and pretty much all my free time is spent doing Vehicle Virgins, but it's an incredible outlet, and I love every second of it, and it's become something it's something I'm passionate about, and it's starting to become basically a career opportunity for me. And right now, that is the goal for when I graduate. I actually graduate in December of this year. Then I'm gonna do Vehicle Virgins full time, so I'm really excited for that. Now, Michigan has provided me so many things. If you get good grades at a good engineering school and you try hard, it means job opportunities. There aren't enough engineers, but there are more engineering jobs. So the demand is high and the supply is low. So if you have an engineering degree and you do well, you're pretty set, which is not the case for a lot of other majors, unfortunately, right now. So I tried my best in school, and then after sophomore year, I did an internship with Toyota. They have a corporate location about 20 minutes from Ann Arbor, which my school is based in. I interned there. The internship doesn't mean free. The engineering internships pay really well. So I worked about 55 hours a week there. You only had to work 40, but I wanted to work more. And then after that, pretty much every day, I was then going to dealerships. And in Michigan, on Mondays and Thursdays, dealerships were open till 9. Then I would go straight from there, go to a dealership, review a car, and then on the days they weren't open late, I would be editing. And so this is over the summer, spending crazy hours, but the Vehicle Virgins part didn't seem like work at all. It was just all fun, and the Toyota aspect was great as well. Then, the year after, I worked for Ford, which was also fantastic. I worked on a team that was redesigning the new sports seat in the S550 Mustang, so the next generation of that. We basically benchmarked a whole bunch of competitors, figured out who had the best seats in the segment. So we had Volkswagen GTI, Scion FRS, Challenger Scat Pack was one of them, and we took these seats, purchased them. I bought most of them from scrapyard cars that were crashed, but the seats were in perfect condition, so I saved them a lot of money on that. And then we worked with a manufacturing company to build attachments to the seat, fit them in Mustangs, put coverings over all of the badging, and then we had actual customers drive these Mustangs. They were all identical Mustang EcoBoosts, and they had these different seats in them, and they could give the feedback on what aspects of each seat they liked the most to design the latest and greatest. So that was really, really fulfilling. And I loved working for both companies, but I also love the creative aspect, the extreme creative aspect of YouTube. I can pretty much make a video on whatever I want. So that's pretty fun. Hopefully you like some of the videos we've made. If not, I don't know. If not, then don't watch them, I guess. So I guess I'll play guitar for like 5 seconds. I love guitar. I haven't been playing nearly enough recently. I've been so busy with school and Vehicle Virgins, but I used to play a lot, so I'll grab that. A funny thing about guitar actually is that one of the original Vehicle Virgins intros was some piano music and then a guitar solo, and that was actually me playing piano and playing guitar. So a lot of people didn't know that. I guess we'll give it a shot. Haven't played in a while. So there you go, there's a little guitar. Basically, the point of this video was to show whether you're a high school kid not knowing what you want to major in, you love cars. I just wanted to show basically what I did, and it's obviously nowhere near like the correct thing. There's a million different paths, but that, you know, I was a kid in high school that loved cars and started a YouTube channel about cars. Obviously, it's not that original. There's plenty of other people who do the same thing on YouTube, but if you try your best at something that you're extremely passionate about, and loving it is the biggest key, because if I didn't love making videos and driving cars around, then there's no way I would have put in the hours necessary after already doing the engineering stuff to really make much of it. I mean, the YouTube channel didn't really do much the first year and a half. It was pretty much just nothing. And then after a while, just consistent, keep going and going and going, then it started to do something, which is pretty cool. And maybe that's some stupid metaphor for, I guess, life. But I hope you liked this video. I really love you guys so much. It's really, your support is awesome, and it's allowing me and Eddie to do something that we've dreamed of and didn't think was possible. Thanks so much for the support. Hope you enjoyed this video. Look forward to seeing you next time.